How's it going, folks? Alongside TJ Calkins, Jay Sannon here for ATS, getting you ready for UFC Vegas 52, the UFC Fight Night card coming up this weekend. And TJ, I know you have 4 plays on this card. I know you're excited about the main event. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. But first, I want to start out. Macy Barber taking on Montana De La Rosa. It's Barber, a minus 190 favorite. Want to get your thoughts here, starting in the women's division.
Yeah, Macy Barber, albeit controversially, she won her last fight, and this is a step down in competition. And now this will be Barber's third fight back after returning from the injury. She's going to have a huge striking advantage, a huge, massive power advantage, and we've kind of seen her in these spots before where the girls are below her and she'll get hit a little bit. She might even end up on her back, have to get up, but the power just ends up winning the day. And it is truly there. And she is still developing. I mean, it's easy to forget because she's been around. She's still only 23 years old. So the only way she's going to lose this fight is if she accepts bottom position, if she first allows takedowns, and then second, also just wants to play jujitsu and doesn't want to get up. So I don't see that happening. What's going to happen is just the more effective strikes are going to come from Barber. And while I was looking at the plus 300 ITD line, which is a little bit juicy for her, but I think she wins the fight either way, and we'll just go on the safe side with the minus 190 flat line.
TJ, next up, it is Charles Jourdain taking on Lando Vannata. Jourdain, a minus 125 favorite. Odds makers, I think it's going to be a competitive one. Do you agree? And who do you think comes out on top?
I think this line should be wider. I really like the favorite in Jourdain here. So Vannata, this will be his second fight at featherweight, and he looked fine in that the first fight where he dropped down, but he fought a wrestler in Mike Grundy. He didn't fight a striker. So when these guys cut some more weight, the durability can be hurt, and we didn't see that tested yet. So Jourdain, my God, he put on a masterclass in his last fight. He fought a long rangy striker. And Andre Ewell, and he absolutely decimated him. He put on the best performance of his career. And I think we're seeing him level up at this point. So we're going to see him win the volume matchup with Vannata on the feet. He's going to test the chin, and we're going to see if that cut to featherweight is really affecting Vannata. Either way, I don't think there's a power edge on either side. Neither one of these guys are big one-shot kill type of fighters, but Jourdain's going to win the volume, and I think just his movement, everything he showed in that last fight, if it carries over here, he's going to win in pretty easy fashion here.
TJ, next up, it is Marc-Andre Barriault taking on Jordan Wright. Fireworks expected here, minus 200 to end inside the distance. Is this bout? Do you think Barriault has the je ne sais quoi to get the job done, or how do you see this fight turning out?
So, I mean, it's all about Jordan Wright. You look at Jordan Wright, he does have pretty good power there for the early portion of fights, but without wanting to be disrespectful, I see him and I see a fighter that just does not react well to taking damage. He's easily knocked out, and if he doesn't get that knockout himself, he's going to be the fighter knocked out. And, in 5 fights under the UFC banner, all 5 have ended in knockouts, 4 of which in under 90 seconds. So what we're going to see here is if Wright can't starch Barriault at range, like Barriault did go out in his last fight, also very early under 90 seconds. But if Jordan Wright can't get him out of there very quickly, it's going to be a situation where Barriault just bullies him, pushes him against the fence, starts putting some damage on him. And like I said, Wright does not react well. And I think he doesn't make it out of the first round. In any event, we're getting a very friendly price, just minus 200 to see this fight and inside the distance.
Sounds good to me. And TJ, finally, the main event of this UFC Vegas 52 card is Jessica Andrade, a minus 190 favorite, taking on Amanda Lemos. Why don't you take us through this one?
Man, I am so excited for this fight. There was some chatter like, why is this a main event? Well, Lemos, she's won 5 straight. She's on a tear. Andrade, former champ, coming back down to strawweight. This is a fantastic fight to make. And I mean, these girls are going to go out there and bang. So Lemos, she doesn't have the greatest gas tank, I don't believe. I mean, we're going to see her 5 rounds now. We'll find out more. But I think she's live for a knockout inside those first 2 rounds. But I think she's completely dead in the water after that if she doesn't get it done. She does have the power to do it, and we've seen Andrade's chin checked at strawweight before, so Her durability could be a question mark. Now, Andrade, she's gonna do what she does: bulldog forward, headshots, body shots, mixing takedowns. I mean, she can wrestle. We've seen what she can do with slams. So what we're gonna see is 2 rounds of absolute firefighting. If Andrade takes her down early, I think Andrade runs away with the fight. She probably zaps the gas tank. But in any event, if Lemos does not get that knockout early, I think Andrade has a better cardio. I think she mixes in takedowns, probably ground and pounds the fight out on the floor if it's in the 3rd round or later. In any event, another very friendly inside the distance line for the fight. We're only laying -190 on a 5-round fight on two women that are absolutely finishers, and it will be a fun one to watch. So definitely tune into that.
TJ, I love when you're excited about a fight because that tells me that I, who know a lot less about this than you, should also be excited about that fight. So guess what? I'm
It's going
excited
to be a
about
fun
this
one,
one.
man, for sure.
TJ, thank you for everything. As always, of course, for more expertise from TJ on these fights and to find out how you can get a risk-free bet worth up to $1,000 on these fights, check out ats.io. Until next time, TJ Calkins, Jay Sannon saying see you later. Good luck on all your UFC bets over the weekend.